I would like to introduce you to my taller dolls. They sit approximately from the bottom of the feet and chair to the top of their head, about 14 inches tall. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't introduce her. This is Jasmine, and she has straight hair, which I have a little steam iron that I iron the yarn with, and all of the hair is placed in my doll's head, one strand at a time. This is Belle. My taller dolls will have ears, as you can see, and earrings, and they also are wearing their jewelry. And this is Shireen. She's wearing a business suit, and she has braids, two braids on either side, and a braid going across the top of her head. I'd like to introduce you to my little mermaids. This is my rainbow mermaid. I have several of these little ladies. My little mermaids all have seashell necklaces. I don't recommend my dolls for young children, and I request that you keep them out of the reach of young children and pets due to the wire and the beads and the little pearls.
So besides these are books, we have other books that we have on our store. This is a computer science activity book as well, and as you can see, it builds off of the Shami, the computer scientist brand. And what does this do? This has coding games. It has a it has color pages just to kind of help them out, just for them to just be excited and enjoy this activity book. It has coding games and mazes. It has definitions, little traces. So again, I transferred that same ideology of making sure that it's entertaining and fun, and of course injecting wisdom in our young children today, because I want them to be equipped. I want them to be ready. I don't want them to be left behind in this fast-paced digital age, because we all know it's zooming off, right? It's zooming off and taking off, and we really need to catch up. I had actually never created a doll before. This is my first time creating a doll. I haven't worked in the industry with dolls, but when I say it, this is a God-given purpose, a God-given vision. He provides the means to make it happen. So I just had this confidence that I could do it. I don't necessarily have to be the one pouring the mold or making the doll, but I knew where to go find those answers. I knew where to go find those people that had those skill sets and gifts to make my vision come to pass. And that's something I want to encourage everyone that's out there. If you have a goal, a purpose, a vision that you feel like is just too big for you to handle, but you have a passion for it, know that you are not going to do it by yourself. You can create a team, even though your team is outsourced. Outsource those skill sets that you don't have, but you are just a steward of that vision. So just oversee that vision, bring in your team to work on this product that you need to work on, whether it's product or a service. I know that you can do it, even if you don't have any prior experience in creating it. I believe I've created an awesome, beautiful doll here without any prior experience of creating a doll.
Well, we want you to know that Dolls for Our Daughters is a company that seeks to inspire pride, one doll at a time. And in order for us to do that, it was extremely important for me to be able to incorporate African fabrics that would showcase our rich heritage background, along with traditional fabrics that we pulled together to make the outfits that you will see here. So with no further ado, I want to introduce you to the ladies who are so excited to come see you today. All the way from Wakanda, we have our warrior doll. She has partnered up today with her new friend, our fur diva. Above here, we have our hip hop ballerina. She's going to show you some new moves as well as regale you with her ballet training over the years. Over here, we have our traveler. She was so excited to get here to you that she didn't have time to go to the hotel. She just brought her luggage right here and set up shop waiting for you to come. And she's made a new friend, our urban girl, who, although she doesn't have the mobility of her legs, she still has her intellect, her fashion sense, and she's ready to roll with you anywhere that you're willing to take her. Now, no group would be complete without the Fufu Girls. So we have on the end here our dress-up dolls. They their outfits range from blinged out kente, our traditional fabric for our Sunday girl, our Wakanda young ladies dressed up in her finest, and again we have another blinged out baby waiting to go home with you.
Our people are from around the world. That's why we're in the doll world. We interview people from, so far, we have interviewed people from the US, the UK, and Mexico, and Taiwan, Finland, Australia, the UK, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal. We're interviewing people from just around the world.
We're doing baby dolls. And at first, in porcelain, the class that I went to was taught by a white teacher, and I was the only black person in the class. And I did the white dolls at first, the baby dolls, and I told them I wanted dolls of color. So the slip maker only produced a real dark slip for porcelain dolls, and I learned to get the white slip and mix it until I got the tones that I wanted, and I started producing my dolls in the colors that I wanted. After a while, the companies picked up on that and started making slip in various colors of different tones for dolls for people to make. I liked the baby dolls, and so I did the baby dolls first, and the children. And then I took a sculpting class. And in the sculpting class, I used my grandson at the time for my sculpture. And so I sculpted his head, which is down there, and in back of the head is the doll that I produced of him. He was 2 years at the time, and those are actually his clothes that I put from his babyhood that I dressed him in.
I also work in porcelain, have a little baby doll here, and also the one in the red outfit. That's what I started off making, is porcelain dolls, and that's like the material is like a plate and they're breakable, but it is a joy to do porcelain dolls because you get such a lifelike appeal from it. The ones in the African outfits, that is, I use super Sculpey to sculpt those dolls, and it's like a plastic type clay, and it oven dries, and it's very pliable and easy to work with, and you get some very nice details. It almost has a wood-like finish when I work with those dolls. So if you're interested in the one in the red outfit, that's what I started off making, is porcelain dolls, and that's like the material is like a plate and they're breakable, but it is a joy to do porcelain dolls because you get such a lifelike appeal from it. The ones in the African outfits, that is, I use super Sculpey to sculpt those dolls, and it's like a plastic type clay, and it oven dries, and it's very pliable and easy to work with, and you get some very nice details. It almost has a wood-like finish when I work with those dolls. So if you're interested in having one-of-a-kind dolls made of yourself or family members or a celebrity that you admire, then just ask for me. My company is Kissing Cousin Dolls. You can find me on Facebook, Karen Oyakami, and Instagram. And also, you can email me at kissandk@gmail.com.
We want to thank you for taking the time to visit our website and watch our vendors and the talented collectors for the 2020 virtual event. Thank you and enjoy the show. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay socially distant.